All right, I have a scenario for you. Humor me real quick. Let's say that you have a rule at your house that there's no shoes allowed. And the reason that you have that rule is because there's a giant mud pit in front of your house, and every time it rains, it just gets muddier and muddier. And so you don't want any shoes in your house because you want your home to be welcoming and inviting and clean so your guests don't have to worry about anything getting dirty. So let's say you have a guest approach your house. They knock on your door and they say, "Hey, I want to come in." And you say, "Well, you got to take your shoes off first." And then they say, "They're not even that dirty. Like, I could have gotten them way dirtier. Did you see that mud pit out there? I went to great lengths to make sure that I was careful going through that mud, and they're not even that dirty, so you should let me in with my shoes." I'm sorry, wouldn't you be like, this is not your house. You don't get to make the rules for my house. You don't get to say what you think I should allow in my house. That's my choice. Like, if you don't like the rule, you don't have to agree with it. You can stay outside. You are welcome here. Your shoes are not. But people do this all the time with God. They think that they deserve to be allowed into heaven just because they were good people. The thing is, God never asked you to be a good person. He asked you to take your shoes off. You see, we've all got dirt on our shoes. It doesn't matter how much or how little. If you've ever told a lie, if you've ever been jealous of someone, if you've ever watched or listened to something you know you shouldn't, you got dirt on your shoes, my friend. And that dirt is not allowed into the Father's house because the Father's house is a perfect place. But the beautiful thing is that He made a way for you to get there. All you have to do is take your shoes off and let Jesus carry you through the mud pit because He's the only one that the dirt doesn't stick to. Just because you don't like that rule doesn't mean that God's going to change His rules about His house. And how arrogant of us to think that we can ask Him to change the rules about His house in the first place. If we want to get into His house, we have to be willing to take our shoes off. That means we have to be willing to let go of our pride, to let go of our jealousy, to let go of our anger, to let go of our sinful nature. That doesn't mean that you're going to become a perfect person overnight. He's not expecting that of you. He's just saying, are you willing to part with this over time? See, He loves you so much that He will even take your shoes off for you if you give Him permission. He will remove that desire for that sinful nature from your life if you let Him. You just have to make the choice. Are you going to hang on to Him, or are you going to hang on to your muddy shoes?